Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. So we were able to take a green day during FOMC yesterday. Let's see how our morning strategies in oil, gold, and the NQ fare out today, right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on this channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that's put out there is at risk for loss. So yes, was able to take a 100. It was a $190 profit yesterday. We just took the gold session. Let's just go over a really quick recap from yesterday's trade. Here is gold. We got that inside bar 815. We got activated to the long, 190 bucks or 19 ticks. Nice trade. I was not looking to take a trade in session one in oil. It's been maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've taken a trade here in session one. Just kind of looking at the data and based on my continuous back testing, I have put session one kind of on the sidelines and waiting to see if there's an edge that kind of returns to that session or not. Either way, session one did lose. We got the inside bar at 8:10 in the morning. Those got activated to the long and reversed out. So you would have got knocked out if you were in this trade. And then we had oil inventory yesterday at 9:30 in the morning. Not a huge movement. I mean, there was, obviously some volatility there, but just not what we normally see. And I think a lot of that had to do with just it kind of got drowned out with a lot of the really big high impact news that was that had already come out, that was coming out, and that was anticipated with that FOMC release. So either way, we did not have a trade set up in session two, just in case if you're following these strategies. There's videos, very detailed videos on just super simple trading ideas that are all rules-based condition trades. You know exactly when to get in, to get out. There's time-based conditions to this, so you really don't have to be staring at the charts all day long, which I know I can't. I've got a full-time job, so that is, it works for me. So, and in the Rob reversal yesterday, let's see, I believe yesterday we had a trade. Let me see here. Yes. So pretty much, and again, this is hopefully a reason why, if you want to join my Discord, kind of give you my plan for the day. Yesterday, very clear that I was not looking to take a 15-minute Rob reversal because of all of the high impact news for the day. And it does look here. Let me just make sure that I'm on. Should be right there. Yes. So you get activated here to the long at 12:45. Terrible time to be in this trade. So this one would have taken a loss here, but again, that was definitely not trading this. So did not take that. Obviously, these setups are all past our time. So hopefully today, looking for a setup on the 15-minute Rob reversal. And if I pull up our Top Step dashboard, we are sitting now at $50,463. We are about a little over 2,500 bucks away from our target. So, and here it is. I mean, it's kind of like slow and steady. I even had somebody on my Discord, and to be honest with you, if you look at a video that I created probably about a month ago on kind of the best way to pass these Top Step accounts, I felt was just taking one trade per day, pick a trade, or I'm sorry, pick a setup or a strategy. Could be one of mine, could be one of yours, as long as it's got an edge. and take one trade per day. And it might probably take, I think in my video, I said 2 months, 2 months to pass it. So it's slow and steady. We're not trying to hit home runs here. So let's see, obviously, let's see what we can do here today. Feeling good about the markets here today. So I feel good about the markets almost every day. But today I am, I don't know, let's get some profits. Stick around for the trades and for my daily recap. Coming shortly.
Order canceled.
All right, so here's our first trade of the morning. We get, this is our gold session that runs from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. And we get activated into the long. Feeling actually pretty good about that trade. That's kind of the push upwards that I am looking for out of my setup. So right off the gate, I'm feeling really good about the trade. Obviously in an upward trend throughout the day. Kind of, we've got a, I don't know, 1-2, yeah, almost like a 1-2 pattern up here. So we got some legs up, and you could very reasonably say hopefully the trend will continue upwards. But again, I just like the fact that I got the thrust upwards that I'm originally looking for right off the bat, and I got that. But it pretty much gets hammered down by sellers right away, and at this point we're kind of flirting with our stop loss here. Smaller trade, so not a ton of room here, but enough to get a trade in. Definitely enough to get a successful trade in. So, well, right there, we almost got knocked out there again. Kind of flirting with that entry line. I feel like our entry line, I've said it so many times, kind of starts to become support and resistance at the same time. But, here we're starting to definitely see the selling pressure in the market, and this ends up knocking us out for a full stop loss.
Stop filled. Order canceled.
All right, and here we get activated into a short in oil session 2. This is my session between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. So really was looking forward to this trade. Thought it would be a really good opportunity to hopefully kind of, either break even today or even come out with a slight profit. And again, we're looking for that push downwards, and we do get it. We did get. I actually love this setup from the second that we took it. Definitely thought that it was. Obviously we saw that, you can see that huge push upwards, but many times you'll get this little retracement here, and that's what we're looking for. It's just that temporary push down here to go for our take profit. And again, we get to like 60% TP, and then just kind of get the reversal. You get the buyers again stepping in, but we had the pressure. The pressure was definitely there from sellers kind of coming in, and just not necessarily enough to get us all the way down to our take profit. So here, you can very easily say, well, we can probably retest the high here, and that's exactly what this trade ends up doing, and knocks us out for a full stop loss again.
Stop filled.
Well, the day didn't go as planned today. The morning strategies pretty much got beat up pretty damn good right from the get-go. Took a pretty decent sized loss in gold. You guys just saw that trade. Actually, I think you just saw the oil trade, but gold got activated to the long, and We get that thrust upwards. Really thought that's from the beginning of the trade. I really did feel that we had that it was going to be a successful trade, and sellers just stepped in and just wiped this thing off very, very quickly. So that was a tough one. I think that was 260 or 270 bucks that we lost on that gold trade. And then I was really looking forward to second session in oil, because I didn't trade session one, and session one actually ended up, oh, that's gold again. Here we go. Yeah, session one was also a loser. So that one you got kind of wicked in, quick rejection out. So session one was a loser, was not in that trade. And then session two was also a loser. So the morning strategies today went 0 for 3. I took 2 of the losses in the eval account. So that ended up hurting. We took a loss today of 410 bucks. So I think we're still in the green, very slightly on the eval, but again, we're just I'm not seeing the continued, like, it's nice when you can build 2 or 3 solid days of some pretty decent trades. It seems like we've been, one-offs, a lot of news, over the last couple of days, and just haven't been able to get traction on the morning strategies. Now, when I take a look at the 15-minute Rob reversal, let's pull up that chart. So we had a whole bunch of setups that showed up, but that did not activate. So, and I'm going to go through each one, because I know a lot of people are looking at this trade, and a lot of people are trading this setup. So let me blow up the chart here a little bit. And I'm actually going to mess around tonight with changing my charts. I'm a creature of habit, and I've read that Atomic Habits book, I don't know, maybe about 3 times. And I think it's one of the greatest books. I mean, even if it's definitely not a book for trading, but I think it's a book that as a trader or anything in life or in business, it's a fantastic book. Like I said, I've read it many times. I've even, I've bought it for my oldest son to read, and I manage a real estate office as well. So I've given all my agents that book, because I truly feel that's it's a great thing to live by. And what was I even getting at that with the habits? Well, I don't know, but maybe I saw another chart probably on YouTube, where they had the white candles kind of grayed out in the inside, and I think it would become a little bit easier to see this on YouTube. But so I might experiment with that, but at the same time, I am a little superstitious, so I don't like things changing very much. But we'll see. So anyways, we get a setup here, 7:30 a.m. This is pre-session. We start trading the Rob reversal starting from 8:30 in the morning, and that cuts off at 1:15 Central Time. So no trade, really no trade setup at all, because it does not meet our time condition and close below the ADMA. Again, this candle setup is at 8:15 pre-session. Don't even worry about it. 8:45, we get a setup to go long, closes below the ADMA, no trade. Okay. And then we get a signal to go short at 9:45 in the morning, closed above the ADMA, and no trade. Obviously, would have been a beautiful, nice little flush there. But again, doesn't fit my conditions. I do not take the trade. Very simple. Pretty much I was done. I was done with all my trading and everything. Stayed maybe on the charts till about 10:15, and then went off to work. So once I leave to work, I will tell you that I typically leave the 15-minute Rob reversal strategy running on my top step evaluation, which I'm building up again. I took already 2 successful Rob reversals on there, so that's fantastic. And I leave that running, and I also leave it also running in my cash account just off of a micro contract of the NQ, sorry, the NASDAQ. So we get another setup here, closes below the ADMA, no trade whatsoever. Here we go. At 11:45 in the morning, we get our setup. Now, setup looks good, right? Because it's 11:45, so it meets our time condition. That's step one. It closes above the ADMA, so that is condition number 2. We have our entry order 1 tick above. We get activated into the long on this trade, and this goes for full take profit 35 points. Now you're going to say, Rob, why does your P&L, your flattened P&L over here say 0? That is because we got the big fat 0 on this trade. And I've mentioned this on my channel many times. I think you're going to have, I hate to call it luck, but you're going to have some bad breaks and you're going to have some good breaks in trading. And you hope in the end, the good outweigh the bad, or at least they kind of come to a break even. I know I've had my share of bad recently, so I'm hoping that it's going to change and, good things will start floating my way. I do like to stay positive. But what happened? So at about 11 o'clock in the morning, my internet goes out. I'm already at work, but my internet goes out. And it happened to me at around 7:40-ish in the morning today, because you get that notification, and it's the one notification that you don't want to hear in NinjaTrader, where it says connection lost. And it's the sound that makes me cringe, because I know that there's an issue. Well, if the connection gets lost long enough, you'll get this error dialog that pops up where it says it's in panic mode, that it can't, get into a connection. Well, long story short, both my strategies in cash got knocked out. So did not take this trade in cash, did not take this trade on the eval. Now, granted, could it work the other way around, where you get the internet knocked off and then this thing takes a $700 loss? Yes, of course. So things, teeter. And you guys are probably all like, damn, Rob, the worst things possible seem to happen to you. Well, yeah, I guess. Or it's just, I think we all kind of go through it. It's just I'm putting everything on video. So it's just more documented with me, I guess. I don't know. Either way, the way I look at it, I think I said this exactly the same way in a video I just did recently. Yeah, it sucked not getting the $700 added to this eval, which would have probably put me a trade or a trade and a half away from passing it. So it sucks not getting that. I get it. But the good thing is, the positive out of it is that the setup worked. The strategy worked. That's the positive that you have to take from it. And I hop onto Discord and you just see the amount of people that took the trade, took a successful 35 points out of it, or whatever criteria that they have. Obviously, if you were trying to do some type of trailing stop here, that would not have worked out very well. But almost on any other strategy or any other rules to a strategy that people have modified, I think you would have been pretty
pretty successful here. Maybe if you were looking for 20 points, 25 points, I think you would have hit all of those. I'm 35 points stop loss and TP, so that's just what was worked for me, and I've been doing very successful with it. So Rob reversal hits today. Unfortunately, wasn't able to capitalize on that. I think we're a little green now in the eval. It's just like, again, we need some more momentum. That's what I'm really looking for. Is I need some sustained consecutive days of trading where we are in good profits, like $300-400 profits, because that's ultimately what's going to build you up the buffer in the eval and hopefully get us to the finish line with it. So how do I finish off today? I was green in my cash account. I was green in my cash account today, $11.68. Just pulled up Control Center. And got my 835 NQ trade to hit today for 250, which is pretty much what saved me. And so that wasn't terrible. You know, the eval is something that I really want to get going. I want to get this thing to the finish line. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out there. If you do, please remember to like the video, leave me a comment below, and please subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow along with your own evaluation account to try to get funded, I do have an affiliate link below with TopStep. It's really the only revenue source that we have for the channel outside of YouTube. So if you want to support it, that is awesome. Either way, I will see you guys here tomorrow. Happy trading, everyone. Take care.